He's the only one out there telling the truth.
I think Sigma Simon's sexy.
You know who you can trust.
He's the guy that brings you the news.
It's complete honesty in a world of uncertainty.
I don't trust Acme, but I do trust him.
Welcome, beloved listeners, to another exciting, enticing, endearing, yet comfortable fireside chat with your devoted host, Sigma Simon. Broadcasting at 1420, 40, 57.5 megahertz, welcome to the Hydrogen Line, bringing you the news your government doesn't want you to hear. Well, folks, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, it's been an exciting week out there in the frosty vacuum of space. It has been a veritable clockwork of political intrigue as well as a cornucopia of minor skirmishes. But don't worry your space helmeted head. I, your dedicated host, Sigma Simon, am here to dish up the day's news in pre-cooked, pre-seasoned, and sometimes pre-chewed, easily digestible bite-sized pieces. In Seoul news, the pirate faction, known as WSN, hailing from the UNN, was caught in Taiko territory trying to run down a defenseless mining ship. The OPA faction, OBF, sacrificed a brand new cargo ship fresh from the factory at Taiko Shipyard to inflict enough damage to the pirate known as Halo Knight, preventing him from continuing his pursuit of the civilian OPA miner. Now, this is the kind of story I like to hear, folks. People risking their lives to protect those of us unfortunate enough to not be flying around in a fully loaded ship of the line. Keep up the good work out there. In other news, Clang Industries has recalled 10 million cases of tainted Clang Cola. If you bought any Clang Cola with the case serial number between 67 million B and 69 million B, then beware. Consuming any of these tainted beverages may induce one or more of the following symptoms: headaches, nausea, dizziness, or random explosion of the head without warning. Now we move on to our meet and greet portion of today's show. We have a special guest today, Grey Wolf Atlas. Grey Wolf is an independent miner who regularly works the asteroid fields, bringing much needed materials to the various stations throughout the system. Hey there, Grey Wolf. Welcome to the Hydrogen Line.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
All right, Grey Wolf. Tell us your opinion about the rising tension between the Earth and Mars.
Oh, Mars? Yeah, I'm on there sometimes. I don't really like it, though. The dust on Mars gums up my drills.
Okay.
It gets in my suit and makes me seize a lot.
All
But
right.
one time, I did find a rich vein of cobalt. I sold that cobalt.
Okay.
Bought fuel. Got kicked, credits.
Oh, credits, huh? Okay.
It was fun. But,
Okay. Well, how about you give us your take on the OPA declaring independence for the belt?
Oh, the asteroid belt? Yeah, I spend a lot of time out there looking for gold and magnesium or cobalt. Sometimes I don't find anything for a long time and I start running low on food rations. One time I found a uranium, and it was really tough to mine out, because the ravel kept flying back at me. One piece of rock cracked my faceplate, and I had to use duct tape to keep my air inside my helmet. With all the duct tape on my faceplate, I couldn't see very well, and I walked myself silly trying to find my way back to my ship.
All right. Well, Grey Wolf, tell us what you think about the recent skirmish between the UNN pirates and the OPA near Taiko Station.
Oh, Taiko? Yeah, I know Taiko. They have whiskey in there. I like it a lot. Sometimes order a steak and real potatoes. Real potatoes! They also have girls there. Real pretty girls. I like pretty girls. They don't seem to care too much about mining, though. And they don't like talking about miners or mining. Doesn't seem like I'll get a lot of space credits. But,
Well, Grey Wolf, thanks for your time. I'm sure our listeners are thrilled to hear your perspective on things. What a rock-solid guy, eh, folks? And now, back to the news. A new ship design has been made available from the engineering team at Laconia. The Helix Heavy Freighter is a triangular design based after the UNN and MCRN design philosophies. With the ring gates opening potential habitable worlds on every front, the civil sect of Mars and Earth came together to build an advanced heavy freighter to deliver supplies to the new frontier. Features include 7 large cargo containers, plus 12 medium auxiliary cargo containers, 8 flak turrets for anti-piracy, a lavish interior, Also equipped with 3 large Sirocco engines to serve all your cargoing needs. Insurance is not included. Head on over to the design workshop and download the blueprints today. In other news, a UNN representative of the Formidian Colonial Navy went on record stating that if the MCRN faction Laconia continue to destroy bases owned by the FCN will destroy 6 Laconian production facilities and strip them of all resources, in effect fueling the FCN war machine with materials gained from Laconia. Well, there's clearly no love lost between the Colonial Navy and Laconia. In other news, an unnamed member of the OPA managed to power up a derelict UNN warship only to find all the LCD screens showing catgirls in various states of undress. Come on, UN. Catgirls? Really? You'd think the bar for degenerate behavior is set, and then the UNN comes and limbo's right underneath it. And now, a word from our sponsor. Yes, folks, I know you hate commercials, and you might even be thinking to yourself that Sigma Simon has sold out! But I've been eating recycled nutrient paste for weeks now, and Sigma Simon needs a steak. So here's a commercial.
Have you been wronged by a criminal party? Have you suffered a baseless claim against your innocence? Well, the law offices of Dirk, and Dirk are here for you. No one knows justice as well as the commissioner, and we will put this experience to work to make sure that justice is done. Criminal prosecution or criminal defense. Have a motion to draft and want it to pass? No problem. Navigating legalese is our specialty. You don't have to face these trials and tribulations alone. Dirk, and Dirk are here to help.
You're on the hydrogen line with Sigma Simon.
Hey there, folks, you're back on the hydrogen line with Sigma Simon. Now, we're moving on to news from the Endure system. I have a report that an engineer by the name of Biter Please was shot and killed over 117 times just this week. Jeez, with all the dangerous drone activity in that system, the cloning facilities are working overtime. In a stunning move, in order to protect his family, Biter Please took down a drone with an MR-50 rifle. Can you believe that? A rifle! Reports say the engineer lost all hope and almost gave up until he said enough is enough and shot the drone down himself. We here at the Satellite of Love are in shocked disbelief, and I just want to say, go get him, Biter, please. More reports from the Endure system. They say that Jappy is now the first engineer to build a reactor in the system. Against all odds, he was able to collect enough Mark IV scrap by defeating highly advanced drones, and now he has unlimited power! According to inside sources, Ader is building up their fleet to rectify the situation. Will Jappy last another week? I say keep one eye open when in cryo, because they're coming for you, Jappy. In other news, Falcon Z from the Z faction is now on the top 10 wanted list. It has been reported that he has murdered 2 of his fellow engineers in cold blood. With all the chaos out there, it seems that murdering each other is still something we have to worry about. On the lighter side of things, mining seems to be quite lucrative for some engineers. The collection of highly needed ore seems to be going very well. Keep digging out there, fellas. The system needs you. Another story from the Endure system. A ship captain named Mist Zero crashed his ship in New Caldera because, and get this, he was distracted doing components inventory. Well, I guess it pays to have a dedicated pilot on board. Remember, folks, always pay your ship's crew well. Well, that's it for today, folks. Remember to keep your drills sharp, your welders charged, and your guns pointed galactic north. And if you get a chance, offer some assistance to the resistance. This is Sigma Simon.
You're on the hydrogen line with Sigma Simon.